Top of the morning to you, everybody. Seemed to be a nice day. I guess it was put on my mind that I thought I need to share a little wisdom that came by me in my life during the time I was dealing with training, fighters, amateurs, and pros. And with me, I give it about close to 50 years, my being involved in the boxing, international, national, regional. I was involved in all of it. Before I retired, I was granted a Hall of Fame official, Hall of Fame boxing coach, and all of those accomplishments were only gotten because of the shoulders that I was allowed to stand on before I even came in the game. And I'm gonna give you some game on some of the people that played a part in my life that got me to be the kind of trainer, the official, and the person in boxing that I'm known for. Okay, I picked up a lot of wisdom in the referee and official game from my mentor, the great Elmo Rudolph. He taught me all it was about refereeing and officiating, which I became Hall of Fame official, and appreciate it. I also picked up a lot of knowledge from fighters and trainers a little bit older than me. Some of them may have been a little bit younger than me, but the knowledge they had in the game, and because my affiliation with those guys, they all kind of poured some of that knowledge to me. And I want to give you some of those names, okay? Because some of them are coaches, some of them became top-ranked fighters, some of them became world champions, like light heavyweight world champion Willie Pastrana, who was a great friend of mine, and his family, Tony Licata. And I became good friends because, we knew each other from the gym, and during the time he was fighting, and Tony, he loved cracking jokes, okay? And then Percy Pugh, man, this guy, he taught me so much because my dad wouldn't allow me or my brothers to box because during that time it was, it just fighters looked like me just wasn't, we ain't even talk about that. But I still was able to use my skills to teach other guys and other friends that went into amateur and professional boxing. Now, I did a lot of boxing, but it was against different neighborhoods because during the time we came up, you had to know how to fight. If you didn't, you went to school. That bag lunch you had, you was bringing that for somebody else if you didn't know how to fight. So a lot of people my age know exactly the game I'm giving on that, okay? So, not only Percy Pugh, but Jerry Pellegrini out of St. Bernard, I got a great deal of wisdom from him. So did a lot of other black fighters, because Jerry Pellegrini was well respected in New Orleans, very well respected by all fighters, Mexican, Italian, black, white. Everybody respected Jerry Pellegrini, And then I picked up a lot of knowledge from some of the top, at the very top trainers like Angela Dundee. When I met him up in Montreal, Canada, when I had Darian Ford, we fought up there. Angela dropped some wisdom, in my ear. And he's, he had seen me, because there's a lot of people seen and heard about me that I never even knew, seen or heard about me. So then it was let me see, fighter and trainer George Gaza, picked up a lot of knowledge from Coach George Gaza. Al Boudreaux out of Chalmette, Cross the River, and Coach Robert Williams out of Mississippi. Coach Robert and I, we traveled, all over this country, because we both had some top amateur fighters. And I'm trying, like I said, at my age, I have to write this down, because at my age, sometimes I forget to forget. Okay? So, now, what I want to do, because there's a lot of people say, Coach, come on, man, why don't you cut? No, I'm not coming back in the game, okay? I'm good. Now, what I can do, I can pass on some of the knowledge I've got. I'll try to do this in this little video, okay? Look, any of you guys want to become boxers, male or female, you need to understand amateur boxing at the top level, professional boxing at the bottom, middle, and top, it's not a game. If you decide you want to come into this world, let me tell you something. You're going to have to be willing to give it your all. First of all, you must listen. That's very important. Second of all, you must stay respectful of all others, even your opponent. Because when you're at the bottom of the game, the guy that you're competing against may or may not elevate before you do. But if you both stay both stay around long enough to get in the pros, that guy might get on a card, and those people looking for somebody to fill a card. And he can say, wait a minute, I know a guy, I know a girl, very respectful, and they're going to give you their all. They're going to give you their all. So this is a chance for an opportunity that some fighters don't usually get, because in boxing, please believe me, I don't care how good you are. If you're not connected to a connected source, hey, it's a long ride. Believe this, okay? Now, I go back to my don't forget me list, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you, with my experience in boxing, the way I coach may be different from other coaches, because I've got a little bit of everything. Then I've got my own stuff. So what I do like gumbo. I put all that in a pot, and I mix it, and then when I feed it, man, you got a good meal, okay? Now look, there's 3 statuses in boxing. Listen to me real good, because it's very important that you get this. Is number 1 is a mediocre fighter. That's a fighter that's not serious enough to even be in the sport. Number 2, there's the average fighter. That fighter goes as far as he can in the sport. Then, at the top of the mountain, there's that master boxer. He or she can go as far as they want to. So, those are the 3 things you need to know if you come into the boxing world. Make sure this is something you want, not what your friend want, not what your parents want. It's got to be what you want. Because if it's not, okay, there's a part in boxing where you can just learn to do it for recreation, how to protect yourself, how to lose weight, how to use every part of your body to its maximum. That's when people like myself, we're there for you. Because as of now, I'm not coming back in the boxing game as far as the professionals or the amateurs. Now, what I'll do, I'll give advice, because sometimes I get phone calls, Coach, oh yeah, okay, I'll kick some wisdom your way. But now what I'll still do is that I'll work with young kids, teaching them, how to have fun. But first thing I tell them, if I teach you this sport, you cannot use it to take advantage of somebody that don't know how. Because if I find out you are doing that, I'm done. You're dead in the water with me. Life jacket, don't use to throwing it to you, because again, I'm not coming in the water to get you. Go somewhere else. 6 one way, half a dozen the other. Okay. Now, if you want to become a good amateur, a good professional, or you just want to learn how to protect yourself, it's number one, you have to learn a stance. Again, see, maybe I teach a different way than anybody else. Okay, I'll show you a stance that helped me develop international world champions, state Golden Glove champions, regional champions, professional boxing champions, some NFL players with better balance. Okay? Now, I'll show you this. So, if you get in the stance, okay, that left foot, if you orthodox, is in front, right foot planted in the back, where if you get on your toe just a little bit, and if you fall back, you can fall back on your heel. Okay, that's balance. That's like a root. Okay, that's like a root. This is a branch. Okay, now if I'm leaning forward, that left elbow is pointed right over that knee. Okay, so if you think you can hit me on the chin, when you see my hand like this, I'll know if my chin protected, because I'm going to raise these 2 thumbs up. If I can touch my eyebrows with those 2 thumbs, I can block whatever come from the outside, whatever come from the outside there, whatever come from the inside here, I can block that. Whatever come from the inside there, I can block that. Whatever come on the outside, I can lean, I can block that. I can lean, I can block that. Okay, get rid of that ink pen. So if I'm in this stance, okay, look, that shoulder is, this fist, I'm looking at the center line. I'm looking at your chin, okay? That's the center line I'm looking for. Now, if I can line this shoulder up with your chin, that means I've got your center. If I got your center, my right leg is on the outside of your leg, which means if I decide to throw a jab, okay, elbows here, slight bend here, all I'm doing is turning that shoulder. Straight line, okay? That's my center line. On my way back, if you happen to just back up a little bit to get away from it, and you trying to come in on the way back, this is what you're going to catch. Straight right hand. If you get lucky and you can get inside, this is what you're going to catch. Short hook. If you come under, you get lucky, you come under, you step away and try to come back in. As I bring the hook back, I'm going to catch you with a right cross, and I'm going to pull everything back. I'm going to take a half step back. I'm still watching my center line. So either when I take that half step back, I'll slant off to my right, or I'll slant off to my left, pivot again in case you're coming. And if you come, you got to make that turn. I'm going to hit you with a straight right hand. If not straight right hand, I'm going to lean and hit you with a body shot. Those are punches you have to learn to master, okay? That jab, okay? Say for instance, where the end of my fingers are, that's where I know you are, okay? So what I'll do, when I ball my fist, that's the half step I need to be away from you. See that? Tip of my fingers is you. Where my fist at is my half step away. And if I see an opening in that center line, right from where I'm at, picked up that half step with my body, got you with the right hand, and I'm back. All my punches are still in the same place. My left jab is here. In case you try to hit me with a hook, I'm gonna block you there. Try to hit me with a hook, I'm gonna block you there. You try to throw a straight punch, I'm gonna block you here. Try to throw a point there, I'm gonna block you here. Now, if you stupid enough to throw a jab at me, and you don't have no power on it, see when I catch it? I'll catch it right there. As soon as I catch it, I'm hitting you. See, because number one, I know you don't have no power on your jab. And if you throw in their own punches and I catch it here, you throw the own punch, okay? I caught it here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the other shot away from you, because when I catch it here, I'm gonna lean this way because you throwing here. So when you're throwing here, I done got in between there. I got you again. I got you at the top, I got you at the bottom, and I got you here. Now I have to step away, I slant off and decide what way I'm gonna go. So you need to learn how to fire the jab, how to fire the right hand, how to fire the hook, how to fire the uppercut, how to fire the cross. Okay, when you're throwing combination, if you throw a jab on that jab on the way back got to be followed with a straight right hand. On the way back with the straight right hand got to be a short hook. On the way back with the short hook is the overhand right. Then you come back, take your half step, slant away, get ready to gun again. So if you want to learn how to be a complete amateur or professional boxer, get with proven trainers that knows how to teach certain punches, knows how to teach certain moves. Now the only thing we can't give you is heart. You got to bring that to the gym yourself. Appreciate you. Take your time. Hope I give you a little knowledge that can help. Thank you.